I need the light. It's pretty good. We got cover over there on the other side. I have to give them this. They're not purposely shining their spotlights in my camera. When I pulled in, as I was taking a left, the sheriff's deputy saw me, and he also pulled in over across the street at a different location. So I'm sure they're lying to all departments and telling them I'm just stalking them for no reason. I'm not, you know, I'm just a bad person. It has nothing to do with the fact they fraudulently stopped me, fraudulently cited me, laughed about violating my First Amendment right on camera. That would be Officer L for lying, Meredith, and Lieutenant Layman, or Lame Man, who obviously doesn't understand what the First Amendment's about, constitutional rights, Bill of Rights, etc. So, hey, Lame Man and L Meredith, I'm sorry, Meredith, if you're watching this, you know, how about you do the right thing and learn from this and learn from your stupidity. Of you got to be one dumb motherfrigger, man, to say that crap on camera. I'm sorry, not on camera, on your own audio recorder. You just got to be dumb. I'm sure you were top of your class. He's over there in the door, probably trying to explain to that guy how I'm a bad guy because I'm recording. And police are accountable enough, and they never do anything wrong. And the poor guy's sitting there, he's captive. So the only thing that happens there is he's obviously going to agree, oh yeah, it's a bad guy, please don't give me a ticket. So I mean, you know, if I were him, I'd probably do the same thing. Oh, what a dick. He over there recording you guys like you're bad and you're so good and you're above reproach and you never do anything wrong, like fraudulently cite people, fraudulently stop people. God, how can someone even do that? Please don't give me a ticket. Thank you, sir. Anyway, I'm trying out this external mic. It's the first time I've tried it out. And I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up or how much wind it's going to alleviate, wind noise. Well, now we're going to have to do this. Well, I don't really need my light on. It's not going to reach all the way over there anyway. I'm trying to keep this camera stable. He's back there looking down at something. God, I love the zoom on this thing. Oh, and for the record, I'd like to give a shout out to, well, at least for the information he gave in one video about what camera he uses. I think I'm using the same one he mentioned, the Canon HRF 800, which is an amazing camera. And we have this guy back here. That's the sheriff's deputy that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. He parked elsewhere, so he could, I don't know, try to catch me doing something, catch me riding dirty or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm just here to record, like the last video where they didn't flee and fly off like a bunch of SARS-infected Chinese birds. No offense to the Chinese, but you know, they didn't fly off then. I got what information I wanted. I recorded as I wanted. They left me alone. It didn't violate my rights. They didn't shine any flashlight at my camera, as Officer L. Meredith does. They didn't cause me any issues. We got one leaving. Oh no, he's not leaving. He's going over to talk to the sheriff's deputy. But anyway, they didn't cause me any issues. So I recorded a little bit, got my point across, and left. And you know what? Peaceful. Peaceful. The way it should be. Shouldn't have to worry about being stopped in this country fraudulently cited for retaliation for open records request, the fact that you record, and then have an officer go so far as to shine his light, I'm sorry, 2 officers from Henderson Police Department go so far as to shine their light directly into your camera and basically just tell you to fuck off, in their own words, when you ask them politely numerous times to stop. I mean, this is supposed to be honor, integrity. I believe those are a couple of the words that Henderson Police Department here in Henderson, Kentucky uses. And I don't believe that some of them have that. Now, can I say all of them don't? Absolutely not. I cannot impugn the whole department, but I can tell you this. If some of them don't, and especially a lieutenant, such as Lieutenant Lehman doesn't, and he doesn't correct, then obviously, you know, he's passing it on to anybody else he trains or teaches or talks to or instructs or supervises. When you have a lieutenant in the position of supervisor, ranked lieutenant, basically condone such actions, there is no other belief than the fact that there are probably a lot more bad apples in the department. You can say what you want. Oh, you know, if you're a cop sucker, you go on ahead and you suck them. But you know what? I'm sorry. There are bad everywhere. And I, now, since I've been violated, feel it's my duty, my right, my responsibility, and a necessity to see if I can find a few more of them. Sheriff's deputy right there. And there's the other officer that pulled over to talk to him. And yeah, I realize it's dark and grainy, but I'm a distance away. I could get closer, obviously, but you know, my light wouldn't reach from here, number one. Number two, I don't really need to get closer with this zoom. I'm giving them, you know, their little space, although I believe 15 feet, if I'm not incorrect, and someone can correct me if you'd like to, but I believe 15 feet has been the average or general, depending on, you know, it varies, I'm sure, depending on the situation, for their comfort zone and safety. Now, I'd have to research that more, so I am not going to continue to speak about it because I'd be speaking ignorantly. That's just something that I've heard referenced in several things I've read. But until such time as I know definitively, and then, you know, oh, there's another one passing by. Let's see if he's going to stop as well. Oops. No, he's just driving by. No, that wasn't a police officer. It was Markham Security. I won't talk about them. I don't know anything about them. Could be a great person in that vehicle. But anyway, until such time as I know definitively on the distance, I'm going to err on the side of caution and safety for all involved. Oh, and by the way, you know, I hate to throw a plug out for this, but Golden Corral here, they have some good food. I don't care what anybody says. They have some good food. I go in there quite often, and I get, well, we'll say quite often, whenever I get a chance. And you pay $2 extra and get a steak. A lot of times it's a decent sized steak. Sometimes they do get skimpy on the steaks. They get a bad batch, and they tend to deal with it if you know, give them a little complaint, say, hey, this kind of really was cheap, not worth even $2. And but there's one person in there. There's an African-American gentleman who makes the steaks, and he made them phenomenal. I mean, perfect. I like mine medium, for anybody who gives two flying rats asses. I'm sure you don't, but I'm going to tell you anyway because I'm just standing here recording police officers. But I like mine medium, and Golden Corral has some good food. They have some delicious fish in there, good protein stuff for people who work out, and if you want to, it's not really greasy most of the time. You know, you can find stuff in there, plenty of salad stuff, etc. But there's an African American gentleman who makes the steaks flawlessly. I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. And there's a I believe he's Mexican, or you know, something like that. He also, his name is Juan, and he every time he's ever made my steak, it's been perfect also. So I'd like to give a shout out to those two people, and Golden Corral here in Henderson, Kentucky. Delicious food. Also, I open carry in there, have done for years, and I have never had, maybe not years, but for a while, and I have never had a single issue. And if you have any issues in there, they tend to take care of them. I mean, you're going to find bad service everywhere, but overall, I would have to recommend Golden Corral here in Henderson. And you know, if they're listening, Golden Corral, I sure would like a free steak. But even if you don't give me one, delicious. They are delicious. Oops, bouncing around a little bit. Can't really hear what he's saying. Probably trying to talk himself out of a ticket because he already got one. He's laughing. Maybe they had a good time. Maybe the officer's telling him, hey, let's laugh about that dickhead over there recording. Alright, I guess we're all done here. I'll wait to turn this off. Have a good evening. Alright. Be safe.